I can get around a city like New York, but I sometimes need a point in the right direction.
Okay, so this is the first part of the New York vlog. We are in Heathrow pretty early. We left at 3 in the morning, but we're getting the 9:45 plane. We'll be in for early afternoon, 1 o'clock ish, I think. American time. So yeah, and then we're going to mooch around where the hotel is and see what's around the hotel. So yeah, we're just waiting for the gate to open at this end. Still in Heathrow. Okay, so that was a really nice flight, very easy flight. One of the easiest ones I've ever had, actually. Really nice, and yeah, no turbulence. The pilot just eased down to the ground really beautifully. Nice meals, just a really lovely experience. We're now in JFK Airport, just about to leave to go into the street. There's a lovely mural here. So we just had a wander down the streets, and we went to Target, bought some stuff. Ali was very excited about the M&Ms and the trail mixes, the different flavours. I found a comic shop that's just like Forbidden Planet. It was amazing, it's massive. So that was pretty good, Midtown Comics. But now I've lost my wife. So we walk around Broadway, and we saw the Buena Vista Social Club show. So we'd never heard of it, and it looks like it's the story of the Buena Vista Social Club project. It's easily one of my all-time favourite albums, possibly my second favourite album of all time. I absolutely adore that album, and the whole series of albums that came from that project on World Circuit Records. So it's pretty cool that it's happening, and we looked at the price. We asked for the cheapest full view seats, and we thought about it, and we've gone for it. So on the night of my birthday, which is the cheapest night, all the others were way more expensive. So the night of my birthday, the day that I see Dave and Joe, we're going to be going to the theatre, and we'll be watching the Buena Vista Social Club show, which is awesome. So something really special to look forward to in a couple of days' time. So today's Monday. It's our first day. We've gone right round these shops and had a great time. I bought a New York t-shirt I really liked. A lot of the t-shirts are quite generic and very similar, but I found one I really like though, which is really cool. So we're back in the hotel room after walking around the main shops around this hotel for a few hours, and we are going to unbox this kettle, christen it, have a cup of tea. So we're on the 41st floor. There's like 50 floors and above. We're on the 41st floor. So there's a really great feeling of weightlessness because the numbers go down so quick. You can feel yourself like leaving the ground. It's great. I love it.
Obviously it makes a difference where you come in.
Yes. So we've just been trying to navigate the subway system, and we bought an Omni card, which I think is the same as an Oyster card, and we got a man telling us how to get to Grand Street. Although he did say Grand Central Station. I was like, no, Grand Street, and I forgot Grand Central Station is an option that we could go to. But yeah, we're trying to go to Little Italy, so we'll see what happens. But there's a guy that's literally taking us where we need to go, which is very friendly of him. So Mulberry Street is Little Italy, and I know Mulberry Street because a fantastic song by Billy Joel, Big Man on Mulberry Street, and obviously Billy Joel comes from around here. And that, big shout out to MJ, because that's Puglia on Hester Street, which is apparently a restaurant they go to a lot, which has got an Italian Elvis that performs there, which is quite cool. So there we are. Okay, so obviously there's loads of souvenir shops. We're going around loads of souvenir shops, and we like getting a fridge magnet. You know, we're looking at fridge magnets. There's tons everywhere, and there's loads of great New York City ones. And then Isle of Wight. home away from home. So we've gone to Greenwich Village after going to Little Italy, and we went to we found some lovely bakery stuff. There's a cinnamon stick, really nice, aren't they?
Yeah.
In Little Italy. And we've gone to Greenwich Village because we wanted to, well, I wanted to go in Greenwich Village anyway, but also wanted to see the Statue of Liberty, which we're about to walk down to see her. But Hudson River's here, looking awesome, with the Manhattan skyline there. But we're having a chill out moment, eating these lovely cinnamon sticks. Okay, so we've walked for 6 hours today, and we've got a fantastic Manhattan skyline there. But part of it was I really wanted to see Statue of Liberty, and she's just there. And I've now bought tickets for a ferry that's going to go past it. So hopefully it'll be close enough to be able to see some detail. But from here, from the shore here, it's quite far away really. So anyway, this might be quite nice. So goes at 10 to 2:48 on the third wharf bit, and we go on one of those ferries like that. So yeah. Okay, so I have found a couple of bookshops on Google in Greenwich Village, and we are going to try and get there, but we went on the ferry past Statue of Liberty, which was fantastic. She looks amazing, and it was really good to see that, and we had to come back again, same ferry. But we just found this park, Battery City Park, and it's amazing. There's these sculptures all over it. I don't know how many sculptures, there must be, I don't know, about 30 or 40 sculptures, and they're so cute and gorgeous, these little men, and it's just so cool seeing it. So that was a really nice find. Really, it's just awesome. This local artist called Tom Otterson is showcasing his work, and it's just all over the park, and it's really nice. You got these little benches that have got chessboards on them as well, so you can play chess there as well, which is cool. Yeah, lovely stuff. Let's hope I get to these bookshops before they shut. So obviously we're trying to find these bookshops. There's one of them's a record shop as well, Mercer Street Records and Books. Definitely want to find that, and we've got a little while, but we're trying not to use data, and I'm picking up on the public Wi-Fi, so the Battery Park City Wi-Fi was really useful, and now I'm just sort of popping in, seeing if the Wi-Fi was available. And then Dunkin' Donuts just came through, and they've got a guest Wi-Fi, so I just went on there, and I think I know the way now. So I'm waiting for Ali to come out of a lot less. She likes that shop, and yeah, should be able to get to where I need to go. Public Wi-Fi, nice. Okay, so second day, we've done loads today, including seeing the Statue of Liberty, which is very awesome. And so just a few highlights. You need to warn me because I just put my hand over it where you are. So quite early on, I thought I fancy a smoothie. You know, there's tons of kind of street vendors with smoothies. So I got $10 out to get one for me, one for Ali. And then
I don't know what planet you were living on.
and then she said, "Oh, that's all right, don't worry about me." I said, "Oh, okay, fair enough." And then my one smoothie was $12. That was interesting. I don't know if I would have normally spent $12 on the smoothie. It was very nice, but that was interesting. And we've walked for 12 hours today with a interruption when we went on the boat to go to St George's to see Statue of Liberty and the boat back. But other than that, and they were 10-minute journeys, so we have walked for miles. And considering the fact that I was in a lot of pain this morning when I first woke up and first started walking, we've done a really good job. We're both people with have to deal with pain, so we've done really well, got loads done. So a couple of other things. Twice today we've had help from people who worked in the subway, because we used the subway a lot today, and both times they gave us wrong directions, which is amazing. The first guy said, "I'll show you," and then he walked us for ages down this thing into this platform, and he was like, "Just got to do that." All right, I was like, "Okay, great." And then a guy told us that was wrong, and then the other time another person just told us the wrong directions. So that was weird, because they were being employed by the subway, so that was funny. And just we put some money on the Omni card so we could use the subway. And the last thing that happened, we'd gone on the subway a few times, and we thought, oh, let's hope that there's one more journey we need to make, let's hope we'll have enough credit on it. Ali was first, and she put her Omni card on the thing, and it said it was fine. So then we were chatting, and then she went across to the turnstile, and it just stopped halfway through the journey through the turnstile. She was like, "What?" So then I said, "Well, I've probably got some credit left," and then we went, "Let's just go through the turnstile together." So I put my Omni card on the thing, and then we both went in together in the same bit. It was quite funny, and we were like, and we got through it. It was fine. So that was good. But we did navigate a bit. We had some help, but we did some choice moments where we had to make a decision, and we did. And pretty much we didn't get too far out. I was desperate to use the toilet at one point, and we used the McDonald's, and then found out later on we didn't have to buy something to use the toilet. So that was quite funny. It was like wasted money there. But we found a bookshop in Mercer Street. Mercer Street, it turns out Mercer Street is the longest road in America. Certainly felt like that. We found Mercer Street. It's got a great bookshop, really good bookshop. And I'll just go through the books in a second. But that was really good, and I really wanted to find a bookshop, and it was a really good one. So that was cool. But yeah, what was the first thing we did before we went to...
Chinatown, Little Italy.
Yeah, we went to Chinatown and Little Italy. So it was really important for Ali to go to Little Italy and Little Italy, and because in many ways she is Little Italy. And we went to Chinatown first. It was next to it. That was really nice going down through Chinatown. It's a huge district. That was cool. Walked past a Buddhist temple. That was really awesome. But yeah, Little Italy was really lovely, and we had a really nice moment by an Italian cafe where we had a drink and chilled out, and that was really nice. And I found some New Yorker t-shirts. I'll show you those when I show you the books. But yeah, so loads done today. It was awesome. And tomorrow is when we meet Dave and Joe. So there we go. It's my birthday tomorrow, and that's going to be awesome. So there we go. So as I said, I went into Mercer Street bookshop. Eventually we found it. Really, really good bookshop, like brilliant. I'll just put up some pictures from the bookshop itself, which hopefully you can see how vast it was, but really good stock. So I'll show you some of the things I got. So I bought 2 Edgar Rice Burroughs books. So this is Out of Time's Abyss, very awesome vintage coverlet. That was pretty cool find. Really, really like fantastic condition. It's like new, so that's really cool. And another one, The Lost Continent, another great kind of Stone Agey kind of feel. It's probably one of his Lost World ones. I don't know. I'm sure Mulcahy Vaughan or Gavin can probably say exactly what the context is of these books. But another couple of Edgar Rice Burroughs books there, which is cool. And an Alan Dean Foster book that there was a few in there actually. I was trying to be a little bit cautious and not just get every Alan Dean Foster book that I saw. There was a few from that character Flick and something. which I've already got a couple of those. But anyway, this is the Howling Stones, which I've never seen before, and again, brilliant condition, and I've got quite a lot of Alan Dean Foster now, so I'm going to I'll do a bit more of a deep dive in Alan Dean Foster next year probably. This is a book from Nana Kwame Adjei-Brenyah. He's the guy that wrote Chain Gang All Stars, and I've actually read this before, and I thought it was brilliant, and I got it from the library, so I'm really pleased to have a copy because I wanted to go through it again and talk about stories. It's a short story book, and Friday Black in particular is a really cool story. So kind of science fiction-ish with social commentary, obviously from a black lens, and a really interesting writer, I think. So that was a really good find. Deckled edges, which is a bit of a pain, but there we are. This is Jack Finney, From Time to Time. So this, I didn't even know this existed. This is a sequel to Time and Again. So Time and Again is one of the classic time travel books. And From Time to Time, Jack Finney. So this is really exciting, really good find. So I'm really pleased to have seen that. Really, again, fantastic condition. This is like new, but it wasn't the price of new. This was an interesting find. So this was a Steve Martin book, Cruel Shoes. So it's possibly, I think it's little bits of writing. Yeah, so it's like random bits of writing that he's done early in his career. This was, you can tell that this is part of his career when he was doing The Jerk and Man with Two Brains and stuff like that, which are seminal parts of my life. So that was a great find. Cruel Shoes by Steve Martin. This is a really nice find. There was a bunch of fantastic music books, and I was being really careful here because I did spend quite a lot. I spent $75, and I would have bought a lot more music related books, but this was really cool. This is a book about Stax Records. Respect Yourself, the story of Stax, and the Soul Explosion. So I'm a huge fan of Stax Records, and I'm really looking forward to reading this. So there was loads of really interesting music related books, and there was actually a shelf just of British Invasion band related books, which I thought was really fascinating because obviously we're in New York, so didn't expect a whole load of stuff just on the Stones, the Beatles, and all that stuff. And then I found a book by William Goldman, The Temple of Gold. Again, perfect condition, but something I'd never heard of, which is really interesting. So obviously William Goldman's a very interesting and important writer, so that was an interesting find. So I got that, A Temple of Gold. It looks like a little bit like a controversial book as well, so it could be an interesting conversation as well. And to go with my, if you know my channel and you've seen the videos I've done on Mad Magazine and my love of the cartoonist of the Mad Magazine and its history, you may get a sense of how much I was pleased to see this. This is a big chunky hardback book called Mad for Decades, and obviously you've got Alfred E. Newman there, but it's all full of the Mad content. So it's not even, I've got some books about Mad Magazine, but this is like just stuff from the magazine itself, so that's pretty good. So that was a really lovely find. I was very excited to find that. And earlier in the day we'd found a magazine shop, and I bought a compendium issue where they put all the Star Wars spoofs together, so that's pretty good. So I haven't got all of those, that's really nice to see. So that was really cool. So there we are.
Finally! It's like so weird. That's what I'm doing. All right, let me get you guys. Go. Silver Fox! Happy birthday! It's really you're real. Yeah. Look at you. Ah! How you liking New York?
Joe,
Rocking up.
we're about to meet Gareth in New York City.
I am
How excited are you?
so excited. I cannot wait. How are we feeling?
Pretty excited.
Yeah?
Pretty excited.
I love this. He's running.
Hey everybody, it's Joe.
And Dave.
And Gareth.
And we are painting the town red in New York City. We are running amok. We just got to the Strand Bookshop and we are about to do some damage. Come with us.
We're in New York.
Okay, let's see. I got no books.
I got one book.
I spent $130.
What? Woohoo! Silver foxes!
Come on.
This is like the best day of my life. Look at this. First of all, I got this. Look at this book. Okay?
Yeah.
Gareth, the Brown Yelp Gang. Look at that artwork.
Yeah.
Amazing. And look at all these things that I got
I've heard that's a good book.
from the Brits. We love it all. Can't wait. I know you don't like when I do that, but I have to. Thank you so much.
Dave, are you having a good time?
I also got one. And mine's going to be signed.
It's not. I tell you what. It's not like I've got a garage full of them. Those are the two last copies I had. I was so pleased to find them. I was like, oh god, wasn't it? I was like, I need to get some
I
more.
don't think they'd have been excited to get mine, would they?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Ali wrote a book on Prince. So
You got a big bag
Yeah,
of treats. Did
that's-
you already show the big bag of treats? All the British biscuits that we need.
Yes,
Yeah.
jammy
All the
Dodgers,
future shows us everything in here.
hopefully that go down well.
Look at this.
Digestives,
all the biscuits you taught us about.
Yeah, all of it.
some chocolate.
Jammy Dodgers.
Oh, look at this. You gotta show this. Where is it?
Yes,
these?
Cadbury's chocolate, Dairy Milk chocolate.
Oh my god.
Yeah. We're gonna eat
That's
lunch now.
jelly
Don't
popping
ruin the
candy
appetite.
flavour as well.
Proper candy.
You're not allowed to eat any of those till you eat your lunch, Joe.
All right.
And you've both met my beautiful wife, Ali, haven't you?
We're just gonna read.
Painting the
Yeah.
city red.
Yeah.
Painting the city red here with Garrett.
Hold on, I'll just try and turn it around. It's the best day ever. Okay, so I'm not sure where this is going to fit in the vlog because we may have had the meetup video appear. But anyway, I'm now in a restaurant with Joe and Dave and Ali. She's much more on camera than she probably wants to be. But to my left is Joe from Bookbirds.
Hobnob. How you doing?
And opposite me is my partner on this thing on, Dave from Bookbirds.
Proper ship chop.
Proper ship chop.
Ship chop. What did I say?
Something different.
It sounded like ship chop to me. Ship chop.
Ship shake, ship it up.
Ship knob.
Black. I think me and Dave are gonna get this black. It's thick ass bacon.
Is that what you
Gonna
get?
get some thick ass
I might get
bacon.
that.
Thick ass bacon.
Thick ass bacon.
We're in an Irish restaurant and we were served by somebody Irish, which is lovely. And it's called Tara Moore. And it's very cool, isn't it? No?
Stop completing this.
It's a Welsh band being played, one of the best Welsh bands. Do you reckon? Have you seen them yet? Oh, sorry, I'm not supposed to talk to you. And we had, so this is Stereophonics. You know Stereophonics? Classic stuff.
Yeah. Sure.
Great song.
Sounds good.
Slip them a Bemis CD.
Bemis
see if they'll
CD.
put that
Yeah.
on.
I should
there
have
you
done
go.
that.
Damn.
Yeah.
Discovered over here.
That would have been good. Somebody get a guitar. So anyway, yeah, we're having a whale of a time, and we've already been to the bookshop, which I don't know. I took some photos. I don't think I've done any video. So yeah. Anyway, I can't remember what I've done. They keep laughing at the fact that they've now discovered what a scatterbrain I am. Okay,
Alright.
cheers. Cheers to PAX and the booktube.
And the booktube community.
So we're still looking for the bookshop, and I'm with two people. One who lives in New York, literally around the corner, and another guy who lives like 5-minute walk away. Yeah, and they've lost the bookshop.
You are
We've
starting
lost the
Do not
bookshop.
start rumors. We know
And
exactly where
They
we're
got
going.
no idea where they're
We're
going.
going in the right direction. We have
Yeah,
to turn around.
they can't understand
We didn't have to
New
turn
York
around.
City. It's all become a mess.
Listen, I will leave you right here, okay? Your phone doesn't work. You don't know how to get back to the hotel.
So obviously, if you go on holiday, you try and fit everything in. And I have to get to the theatre later. We're going to jump in here, try and see what this is like.
See if they got some good stuff.
Yeah. Okay, so this is now 10 past 11 at night. We've come back. We're going to settle in with pizza we've just bought. We've got the kettle on to go with the pizza, obviously. So we've got to kind of have a cup of tea with our pizza. But we've had an epic day. So you've already seen Dave and Joe, which is obviously incredible. And I'm going to talk about that in a minute. But we went to see the most amazing show. So we saw a Broadway show, which was pretty cool, but it's also a very special thing. It's an album project, a musical phenomenon that mean a lot to me and Ali, and it was called the Buena Vista Social Club. It was the story of the Buena Vista Social Club and its recording history. A lot about Omar Portuondo and Compo Segundo and Ibrahim Ferrer. Just an incredible show, and I did get a little sneak bit at the beginning before they told us to turn our phones off, and it was just an incredible show. We were both saying it was the best show we've ever been to. If you're down here, you're close by, and you want to go see it, definitely recommend it. And we had these playbills, which was awesome to get a playbill, because obviously that's an old-fashioned thing from the theatre, so it's lovely to get a playbill. So it's kind of like a program. They've got these lovely things in the middle, which is every Cuban song has a story to tell, some details about the songs, which is a really awesome thing to put in there. It's such a fantastic show. But we had these, I mean, it's absolutely pissing down with rain, so we didn't want to get these wet. So we were like, we need to get a bag. So we were going in all these shops, seeing if we could get something. And we were going, we're not going to spend $40 to get a bag. So eventually, anyway, we found the shop that we went in earlier that had these. I absolutely love these. So these are spicy crayfish flavoured crisps. Yeah, I said crisps. And we knew if we go in there, get a couple more of these, they'll give us a bag. So we got a Japanese bag, because this is a Japanese shop, Japanese style bag that we're going to give to Jess probably, and that kept these dry, so that was pretty good. But we went in quite a few places before we found that place. That was good. And we're going to eat some pizza. Right, so Dad's had some pizza, got my tea. Oh, so lovely cup of tea. Could I just bring the Tetley tea bags with us? Innit? So, it was my birthday today. So I thought I'd just share the fact that Dave and Joe gave me prezzies, which is awesome. So I've got from Joe, got a really lovely message, and I've got from Ali's Bakery, the biscuits that he had with him last time he was on our show. So that's awesome. So here, wow, these are, there's a whole range of biscuits here. They're amazing. So obviously, as in cookies, kind of Italian, the Italian cookies. So that's awesome. Thank you, Joe. And then I had a bag, this bag, in fact, from Dave, which had these things in it, and one of them's wrapped up, so I don't know what it is, so I thought it'd be nice to open it here. So just to start off with, I'm now the current holder of the traveling book. So CB Angel is a book that's been going around BookTube, and it started off with Roy from Roy Reads Anything, and then Ollie from Criminal Ollie was sent it, and then MJ got it, and then MJ sent it to Dave, and now I've got it. So I'm going to read this very trashy book about CB radios, and then I'll send it off to someone. So that's a really nice part of the package, which is lovely. I know Dave did send me a message saying that he'd found this in a second-hand shop. Would I be interested, especially knowing with the controversy with Neil Gaiman, would I still be reading it? And I said yes, I would be interested. So Odd and the Frost Giants, it's a children's book from Neil Gaiman. That was really lovely as well. This was amazing. I was like, what? As you know, if you're familiar to my channel, you know that Ray Bradbury is my favourite author. I'm doing a big deep dive at the moment. It's been over a year now of me looking at his stuff, and I've got a big collection. But this is an amazing thing called Listen to the Echoes, the Ray Bradbury interviews. And it's a lovely hardback, sealed hardback book with an awesome cover there. You don't even want to open it, do you? It's just awesome. So I will be opening it. So that's an amazing present. So thank you, Dave, for that. And then this is wrapped up. So oh wow. So we keep talking about Adrian Tchaikovsky on our channels, and I collect his stuff, and we're going to try and get Adrian Tchaikovsky on our show because he's on a lot of YouTubers' channels. We might be able to get one, I don't know. But anyway, he's got me Saturation Point by Adrian Tchaikovsky, which is fantastic. So I haven't read this, I haven't got it. I'm really, really chuffed with this. So yeah, it looks like a novella. Yeah, it's a novella, definitely. There's the man himself. Adrian Tchaikovsky, Saturation Point. It's quite a new one, I think. I think this came out quite recently. Oh, it's signed as well. Which is cool. Thank you, Dave. That's amazing. So, Adrian Tchaikovsky, Saturation Point. Right. So, we went to the Strand Bookshop, as you can see in the earlier bit of the video. And this is what I got. So the first place I went, we went straight up to the counter and asked about Charles Addams and New Yorker cartoonists. And he said, if we have anything, it'll be over there. He didn't realise how good his stock was, I think. He just went, it'll be over there. I found loads of stuff. So I Paint What I See, Gain Wilson. Gain Wilson is my second favourite cartoonist, next to Charles Addams. A few anthologised cartoon books. So this is the ultimate cartoon book of book cartoons, edited by Bob Eckstein, who's quite important in that field. So that's awesome. A couple of New Yorker based ones. Well, 3 New Yorker based ones. So there's the New Yorker Book of Kids Cartoons, the New Yorker Book of Baseball Cartoons, and Mother Goose on the Loose cartoons from the New Yorker. These are fantastic additions to my cartoonist collection, which I've talked about a fair bit. It was my 5th anniversary of BookTube recently, and I said the first video I ever did was my 10 favourite cartoonists. And I've gone through my collection on the channel. There's more for the collection. And a big thing here is that I have 3 I did have 3 more Charles Adams books to get before I had all the ones that were released before he died. So all the ones that were released in his lifetime, and this is one of them. So this was in the Strand Bookshop. I couldn't believe it. My Crowd. So that's fantastic. So as you can probably imagine, it's Charles Adams, there's Morticia and Wednesday and Pugsy. So there's Gomez. So Adams Family, My Crowd. And I also got, there was loads of Peanuts related books there, but I only got one because I started worrying about weight as well, in the luggage. But I got this really awesome hardback kind of coffee table book, A Golden Celebration. So that's really cool. And then I got some paperbacks. So I've got this fantastic copy of The October Country. So I've been after that for a while, so that was really cool. A really interesting old hardback copy of Harry Harrison's book, The Technicolor Time Machine, which is a really good book, but what an awesome cover. And that is what the book's about. It's quite a funny book about time travel. So that's really cool. 2 Jose Saramago books. This one is because my copy has got pages missing, got about 50 pages missing, so I needed to get this. And some of their second-hand stuff was really cheap. This was $8.50, which is pretty good because it's new condition. So Death at Intervals, definitely recommend you read this. It's a brilliant book. So Saramago, definitely read his stuff if you're curious. Most famous for blindness. And then this was one I hadn't seen before, The Cave, which looks like a bit more of a sort of realistic plot to some of the books he's done. But again, it seems to be steeped in his philosophical style. So Saramago's The Cave. And I saw this as well, which is really awesome. Again, it's only $10, and S.A. Cosby is an amazing writer that blew me away with Razorblade Tears, and this is My Darkest Prayer. So I got that one. And then we went to Forbidden Planet. So we had the meal, which was awesome. Had a meal in the Irish restaurant where we did a live stream. So if you've seen the live stream, if you joined in, thank you so much for watching that. We posted up on Dave's channel. So have a look at that if you haven't seen that. But we did a live stream after we'd had our meal. And then we went back to the area because Forbidden Planet was there. So Forbidden Planet, as you know, I've talked about it on the channel a lot. The mega store in London is one of my favourite places to visit. And I was like, oh, there's Forbidden Planet here as well. And it is the same company. And I found The Last Dangerous Visions. So I don't know if you know the history of this, but Harlan Ellison is really famous for obviously his own writing, but also for editing Dangerous Visions and again Dangerous Visions. But before he died, he was preparing a 3rd anthology called The Last Dangerous Visions, and he died. And J.M. Straczynski, one of his friends, famous for Babylon 5, he finished off the anthology. And this is only available in America, I think, because I've never seen it in any British shelves, and the only time I've seen it on eBay, it's been this American copy. So I don't think it's been released over here in Britain. So this is a great find to see in Forbidden Planet. And I also treated myself to these. So I'm trying to pull back on this, but I like collecting playing cards, but I've got way too many. But I always think it's a bit of a pain if they haven't got that many designs. If it's a pack of cards that have got 52 designs, I always think that's good. They've made an effort. And bear in mind, I also have a very strong passion for cartoonists and cartoons and books on cartoons. And this is a New Yorker pack of playing cards, and there was tons of them. There was about 8, and every single card is a different cartoon from the New Yorker, which is amazing. So I couldn't really justify buying tons of them, but I bought 2. So that's pretty crazy. So that was an amazing find, and that was in Strand Bookshop as well. So there we are. Okay, this is the morning of the 4th day. So we've only got one, this is our last full day, and then we've got most of tomorrow as well. But I found another bookshop on Google, Rizzoli Books. But I just had a look at the window, it's quite posh. I might walk in and walk out again. I don't know if I'll find anything in there. But there's a shop in London that's a bit like that. It's really like, you know, expensive editions of books, and you know, things are just crazy money. So anyway, I'll look in there. But also I found on Google, when I was looking for the shops, bookshops in particular, I mean, I've given up looking for record shops, but I also saw that the position where Tin Pan Alley used to be is here, just around the corner somewhere. So I really want to see that. It'd be lovely. There's a plaque there apparently, and that's something I teach about every year. It's something I feel really passionate about, and will be so cool to see the building. Assuming the building looks the same, I don't know, but yeah, Tin Pan Alley, the Brill building and all that, amazing. But yeah, this is the beginning of our last full day, but not our last day, but our last full day. So we've just been in Trader Joe's. We've both got bags, which is really nice bags. But I was just saying to Ali that our live streams, me and Dave's live streams, cost me money because I've bought some stuff to answer some of those questions. Are scones like our scones? Are ginger snaps like ginger nuts? What are what are they called? Graham crackers. Golden Graham crackers. What are they? Well, I've just bought some, so I want to find out. And just a little nugget that I thought was really funny. You guys are obviously into small government. You don't want anyone telling you what to do, and for some reason there's a guy that's directing us to the all the different tills, and it's really obvious where to go, and there's a person behind each till, and he's like, I'll give you a number, and we're like, all right, thanks. And he goes, go to number 6. So we go to number 6, and we could have gone to any of them, but we went to number 6. She was a lovely lady, it was cool, number 6 was great. But it was just brilliant that we needed that guy to tell us to go to number 6. There were people waving flags as well, go, I'm ready, I'm free. That could have been a thing, but we need that guy to give us a number. Brilliant. Okay, so we've just been walking down Union Square, and we found a really cool food market. I need to find out what that statue is over there, but Ali's had some corn on the cob, which was lovely, right?
Yep.
And now I went to a Thai vendor, and I've got a house special sandwich. Can you see that? And I'm trying the Thai tea. I've never had this before, no idea what it is. Don't know what it's gonna taste like. The house special is Vietnamese sausage, Thai sausage, cucumber, pickled carrots, jalapeno, pickles, peppers, a spicy mayonnaise, and something else.
You're gonna blow your head off.
See what happens. Okay, so this little bit is definitely following on from the video where I said I was going to try some Thai tea and the house special Thai tea and the house special whatever it was. I had one bite and I just didn't like it, and I sipped some of the Thai tea, didn't like it, so I wasted $20 on that, so that was a bit crap. But as we said, it's in the spirit of trying things out, and you know, it's a very cool food market, and there's lots of choice and stuff, but I went with the Thai stuff. I thought I'd like it, but there we are. But let's have a little catch up on what we've been doing. We've walked for another 5 hours. We're having a little bit of a break now, and then the aim is after we've had a couple of hours break, we're going to go out again and go to the Empire State Building through Times Square. We're going to go through Times Square again, then we're going to go up the Empire State Building hopefully and see the Manhattan skyline. So as I said, there's lots to catch up on. I'll say where we went But we're hopefully going to go to the Empire State Building tonight, and then tomorrow is about Brooklyn Bridge. That's our aim, and then we've got most of the day tomorrow, but it's our last day, so it's not a full day. But we're gonna worry about Brooklyn tomorrow. So clearly, you can't do all this in 5 days, 4 nights. Can't do that. Anyway, we went back to TJ Maxx, Ali's favourite TJ Maxx. We went to a couple, and that was the one that she wanted to go back to. And I didn't go in there the first time yesterday, but I did go in there this time, and I found an amazing mug. So this is probably an opportunity as well to remind people about my "Oh, the places you'll go" tag that some people have done. So a nice little tag with life prompts and book prompts. But look what I found. A really cool mug. "Oh, the places you'll go." Really lovely mug. Dr. Seuss mug. I haven't got a Dr. Seuss mug, so that was a really nice find. That was in TJ Maxx. I had it's our anniversary today, so I had a little present from Ali, a Peanuts mug as well, which is very cool. So anyway, on our way to these other bookshops and stuff, just walking down 6th Avenue, we found a Trader Joe's. We thought we'd go in Trader Joe's, and I thought I'd get some stuff that might be able to answer some of the questions that have come up in the live streams about food. So MJ often talks about food comparisons and graham crackers and ginger nuts, our ginger nut biscuits, and also scones have come up, comparing the scones. And I have bought some graham crackers, which I didn't realise that Ali really likes those, so we're going to share those in a minute. So I've never had them before, so I'll know exactly what the reference is. Are they like our crackers? Are they like our crackers?
No idea, babe.
Graham crackers. I bought ginger snaps, which look like ginger nuts. They might be like ginger nuts, I don't know. But there's a very popular biscuit over our way. One of my favourite biscuits as well is ginger nuts. So we'll see what these are like, ginger snaps, because I think that's been the comparison that's been made on the live streams. And I bought sweet lemon scones. Now I've got a feeling scones are probably different over here, but I'll try it, see what it's like, see if they're comparable. I also thought it'd be fun to show you this thing I bought Ali for the anniversary, one of the anniversary presents, and because she's half Italian, she does this a lot, and this is a book of Italian gestures. And it's literally just a picture with an explanation about what the gesture means, which is just brilliant. So she may be adapting those, because she doesn't use all of these, definitely. So yeah, that's quite good. So that was funny. And so I found that in Rizzoli Bookstore. So that was an interesting find. It's a very posh, kind of art-focused bookstore. And I asked if he had any Charles Adams books. He said, yes, I do. And I was like, oh, brilliant. And I went over there, and he said, oh, no, it's Edward Gorey. He thought they were the same person. Clearly not. So, yeah, that was a bit of fun. We went into a thrift store today. So they come up sometimes in conversation, because obviously we have a lot of charity shops in the UK, but over here you call them thrift stores. And I bought an Elmore Leonard book called Swag. Perfect condition, really nice feel to it as well, really lovely edition. There's Elmore Leonard. So I'm reading a lot more crime lately. Sounds really good. Thought I'd get that Swag. Let me know in the comments if you've read this one. So that was a nice little find. It was $3 something, I think. So we went back to the Strand, and I've got a Strand t-shirt now, thanks to Ali. So that was the one I liked the most, so I got one of those, which is cool. And we found another bookshop, so Alabaster Bookshop.
Oh, Gareth, how did we find that bookshop?
We found that bookshop, we found this bookshop by going completely the wrong way after we got to Union Square. So you'll notice in that video that we were in Union Square in that food market, and then we went all the way around a huge block we didn't need to go around to get to the Strand. So we
40
didn't,
minutes.
for an extra 40 minutes. So we didn't realise that until we got to the Strand, and then Ali was laughing. But it did mean that we found this one, Alabaster Bookshop, and it was an interesting store, so it's definitely worth going if you do collect stuff and you were willing to pay for it, because a lot of the books were well expensive, like really expensive, but he clearly knows what he's doing. There was loads of vintage paperbacks and like like the mystery and thriller crime paperbacks, vintage stuff with like really cool covers, and some of the trashy sleazy paperbacks, they were there, and they had like crazy, they were like, I don't know, 50, 75, 90, 100 odd dollars each, they were, and they'd be like these little paperbacks. So I was, in the end I thought, oh well, I'm going to look anyway, but clearly I haven't got that kind of money. And there was a Stephen King Batman books set, which the original version with the four Batman books, which I was like, Richard Batman, I was like, oh, I've always wanted that to read Rage, and that was $150, so clearly I didn't get that. But I did see some things that were worth the money for me, even though they were a lot of money. So this goes down in a list of some of the most expensive paperbacks I've ever bought. But Where Were the City, Hull Nelson, so this is really, really rare. I've only ever seen this more expensive than this on eBay. So Where Were the City, and that was $30. Ooh. And then Memos from Purgatory as well, similar edition. And this is a non-fiction one. Where Were the City is a book that he wrote about, or one of the books he wrote about when he was in gangs, when he was a teenager in LA. So that's slightly different to his science fiction. And this is non-fiction, Memos from Purgatory. And there's the man himself. And this was $25. So yeah, quite a lot of money, but he only, I don't know, there's only a few people that would justify that for me, and he's one of them. So there we are. So that's it. So quite a lot done. So the Union Station thing was quite an interesting. Sorry, Union Square thing was a really interesting moment of that lovely market. And on our way back through Union Station, we saw this woman selling badges. You call them, what are they called? Buttons. Yeah, buttons. You call them buttons. We call them badges, and we got a couple of badges for our kids. So we got this one from my daughter. And we got this one for our son. So that's clearly putting those up. I've just totally demonetized this video, but there we are. Okay, so this is the last part of the last full day that we've had in New York, and I'm shattered. We've come in quite late today because the last part of the day we did quite a lot. So we started off doing a last visit to Times Square, and we went further into Times Square and saw some of the sort of more talked about areas of Times Square, and that was really good. The atmosphere was brilliant. So that was a nice way to get a good sense of Times Square, which was fun, and carry on doing some shopping and that. And then we went to the Empire State Building, and that was fantastic. Really great review. Definitely recommend it. And they've put so much effort to do some extra things. There's like a museum element to it before you go in the lift to actually see the views, and that was really good. And I've got a real emotional connection to the original 1933 film King Kong, so that was really good, seeing all those references. And there's some great stuff they've done with King Kong as well, which is great. But yeah, it was just an amazing experience seeing the views from the Empire State Building. We wanted to go at night. We thought that'd be more spectacular, and I think we both agree that we probably made the right decision, and that was really good. And came back home, and tomorrow is the Brooklyn Bridge. So we're in Brooklyn. It's our last day, And we're in Brooklyn. We had a really nice time wandering around Brooklyn, but we found the Panda Express. And we love Chinese food, and this is really, really good quality food. That the teriyaki chicken. Teriyaki chicken is like soft as anything, and the prawns I got, or shrimps as you guys call them, the shrimps are amazing. So yeah, just a really, really awesome meal to have on the last day. Best food we've had the whole holiday.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Amazing. Okay, so as you can see behind me is the Brooklyn Bridge, which was just a beautiful, beautiful thing to cross. So pleased we've done it. It's really awesome. But I've got to say, it's so frustrating that there's no public restrooms around here. I wanted to go so many times, and now again, I have to try and, well, try and get back to the hotel really. There was the last thing we were going to do, but it's going to be a good, I don't know, 45-minute walk probably. Public restaurant would be awesome, especially there's a park there. There's a tourist bit here. This is the sort of place there'd be loads of options for the toilets over Broadway. But you know, it's just one of those things. But yeah, it's been a glorious last activity to do. Okay. Subway system. 3 times now we've been given the wrong information, but the last time we were given not enough information, so we were given the right train. It was, he said either a 4 or a 5, then you get off at Penn Station, but it didn't. The train we went on, which was exactly the right platform, didn't stop at Penn Station, and I just think they need to put the destinations on the walls of the station. Okay, so aside the last thing I'll say when I get home, this is the last part of the video vlog for New York. It's been an amazing time. The underground system, the subway system is a little chaotic, and we were disappointed that the people that helped us didn't really help us. The people that worked there didn't really help us. But we found where we needed to go eventually and how we needed to get there. But yeah, it's been an amazing time. But this is us waiting for the airport transfer taxi, which is, by the way, really good service that this really good hotel offer. So I'm going to put the name of the hotel in the description. Massively recommend it. It's been brilliant. Really good position as well. So there we are. I'm back at home now. I'm absolutely exhausted. We've had a really full week. It's been fantastic. you know, what with Chinatown, Little Italy, Statue of Liberty, Empire State Building, going to the Broadway show, all the walking we've done, all the shopping, all the books. It's been fantastic, and yeah, I hope you've enjoyed the vlog, and please comment below on the stuff that you saw on there. Thanks for watching. Stay curious, everybody.
Paint me a picture of what it's like to be you.